Okay, for the song Searcher, I wrote this song in a lucid state, or at least I had the first idea for it. And I remember laying down in bed and trying to figure out, it's just sort of as I was falling asleep, I had this melody enter my head, and I kind of worked with it in that in-between space between awake and asleep. And then I sort of jolted out of bed and like wrote down in the horrific chicken scratch just some sort of notes, hoping that it would jar my memory in the morning. And it wasn't fully flushed out by any means, but I liked the idea of the line, "I am a searcher," and there was some element of fire that I think had entered the theme. And I kind of just disposed of it for months. And then later, I sat down with the guitar and worked it out. And I thought it was just a really lovely song. And when we got together with the band, we ended up giving it kind of like a Graceland treatment to some extent, where it was sort of, the song's about a journey, essentially. And it's an inward journey rather than literally driving to Graceland. But we use that as a bit of a touchstone, it being such a well-crafted song. It was sort of, it's nice to have an inspiration point. But it came together really nicely, and it's fun to get to hear it recorded now. Well, yeah, as far as the Graceland reference, I remember that it really came together as a band when I think Tyler started playing his bass part, which has this really sort of like up kind of stroke, uplifting kind of feeling where it's boom, and it really creates a certain mood. And I think that's when we were like, oh yeah, that's kind of got a bit of that like, Soweto sound. I'm a big like Miriam Makeba fan of all that Soweto South African music. And he was kind of making a nod to that, which is of course what Paul Simon borrowed a lot of those musicians and that sound from. And it was a cool part, but played with sort of a Murder by the Filter over it. And then we were saying, wasn't there a really great guitar part in that song that's kind of delayed out, that really like introduces you into the song? And I think Tyler suggested that. And I was like, oh yeah, give me like 2 minutes. And I sat down, and like 2 minutes later, I had the whole delayed acoustic guitar lead ready. And it was just like, oh, we have a song. And it was just one of those that came together extremely quickly. It was like we meet up at noon and we go till 2 o'clock, and then we have lunch, and then we do 4 more hours when we're writing. And I think we had the song before lunch, and it was pretty great to have it come together so lovely and easily.